Hi, everybody. Welcome to this session of recording. Today, we're going to install VMware's Workstation Pro. This tool is going to be used so that you can create your virtual machines for you to be able to complete the information in this class. So to get started, I'm using Firefox. You can use Chrome or IE or Bing, whatever version of internet browser that you want to use, you can. I'm using Firefox because it is my default web browsing utility, but we're going to go and get VMware Workstation Pro and install it onto our computer for class. Now, keep in mind that this is for Windows users. If you're using an Apple computer, you're going to have to download a different piece of equipment or a different application. But for Windows computers, for Windows laptops or desktops, we're going to go ahead and install VMware Workstation Pro onto that machine. You cannot complete the labs in this class with a phone. You cannot complete the labs in the class with a Chromebook. You have to use either a desktop computer or a laptop computer, preferably with the Windows operating system on it. Apple computers can be a little bit different, and it will make your labs a little bit more difficult to complete. Nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and start this process. I'm going to go ahead and start searching for VM Workstation. I'm just going to go ahead and auto-complete this VMware Workstation Pro download. That's what we're going to type in. You can see that the very first link that pops up or should pop up is going to be https://www.vmware.com products Workstation Pro. The download VMware Workstation Pro should be listed there. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. And if you got to this page, we'll save a link at the bottom of this video for this website. But if you got to this page, you should be able to scroll down a little bit and you'll see Workstation 16 Pro for Windows. We're going to go ahead and click on this to download it. Now with Firefox, this is actually a pretty simple process. You can see that the download's going to pop up immediately, showing that the download is happening. As soon as that's done, you can go ahead and click on that link. If you're not using Firefox, you might have something pop up that says run or save this program. You can go ahead and click run. You don't have to click save. Realistically, even if you click run, it is saving this file to your downloads folder. If you're not using Firefox and you don't see something pop up telling you to run this file, we can actually find this file by going to our File Explorer, by clicking on the File Explorer tab at the bottom of your screen, or just clicking on Search and typing in File Explorer. And as soon as you pop into File Explorer, you can go to the Downloads page here, and it will show you today's downloads, VMware Workstation Full. So you can double click on that. And again, right now we're downloading the Windows 16 version. By the time you view this video, we might be on 17 or 18 or so on and so forth. Regardless, whatever version the instructions to this assignment say is the version that you should be downloading, because that's what the product key that we're going to give you is going to actually be used for. So you don't see this screen. I'll pull it over, see if you guys can see this. You still probably won't see this screen because this is an independent warning, but I just got a warning that popped up on my screen that says user account control. Do you want to allow this application to make changes to your device? And then the application is VMware Installation Launcher. We're just going to go ahead and click on yes for that. As soon as we do, the application is going to start download or start running. And it might take a second. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Might take a second for that to pop up, but eventually you'll get to this screen right here, which will say VMware Workstation Pro Setup. You can go ahead and click next on this screen. Do make sure that you accept the terms and license agreement. You can read through them if you want, but they're pretty standard and you can't install the software without accepting them. So we're just going to go ahead and click next. We do want to install the Windows Hypervisor platform automatically with this. So we're going to go ahead and click on this and say next. And it does ask us if we want to install two C program files, VMware Workstation. We don't need to change that. We're going to leave it where it is. It also asks if we want to include the enhanced keyboard drivers. We're not going to click on that. We're going to leave that box empty, but we do want to add the VMware Workstation console tools into the system path. So we're going to go ahead and click next. This is where VMware tries to get all your customer information. We do want to check for product updates on startup, but we don't need to join the customer experience program. That's not necessary. Click next. You can have it create a desktop icon for you if you'd like. You can also have it create a start menu program folder. Or if you don't want those items in your desktop or in your start menu, you can choose against that. We're going to go ahead and leave it blank, or leave it checked the way it was. Click next, and then we're going to click the install button. Now, depending on the quality of computer you have, how much memory you have, how much processing speed you have, this could take a little while. I'm doing this from my home computer, which is a very high-end computer, so this process isn't going to take me very long at all. But the reason that we're downloading this application is so that we can create virtual computers, fake computers, that are going to share the resources of our host computer, our desktop or laptop computer, so that we can create that environment for our labs so that we can complete all of the labs in our class. Now, as you can see, we're to the finishing spot. It does say license here or finish. We want to go ahead and click on license, and we're going to input our license. Now, in order for me to do that, I am going to have to find my license. You'll be able to find your license by going to the course shell and clicking on the license inside of this assignment. I'm going to find the license myself through an email that I sent to myself. So let me find that license real quick. And once I find it, I will be able to input that product key. Our product keys are good for 1 year, so you shouldn't run into a situation where you don't have enough time to complete the class. If you do find that the product key isn't working for some strange reason, and let your instructor know, and we'll make sure that we get that product key changed out. However, here's our license key that we have at this moment in time. Yours will probably be different by the time you take this class. However, for now, I've copied the license key from an email and I pasted it in. You can type it in individually, making sure that you have the key format the way it's supposed to be, or you can just copy it from the instructions without any spaces or anything and paste it in there. We're going to go ahead and hit enter. Once we've hit enter, we can click finish. And now we do have VMware Workstation installed on our computer. Now, it will create an icon. You're on my second screen, so you don't see where it was, but this icon will now pop up on your desktop if you kept the desktop icon clicked. Go ahead and double click on this icon if you have it. If you don't have the icon, again, you can click on your search bar here and type in VMware Workstation, or you can click on your Windows Start button and find the VMware Workstation app that way. Nevertheless, once you open it, you should have something that looks very similar to this. Now, again, if we're still using Workstation 16 Pro, it'll look exactly like this. However, if you're using a different version, if we've gone to 17 or 18, or hey, maybe we've been working on this for 20 years now and we're on version 36, who knows? Regardless, you'll see something similar to this. If it changes too dramatically, we'll change the video. You can see that it shows our evaluation period ends in 430 days. So we're in good shape right now. We don't have to worry about how long this application is used for. You only have this class for at most 15 weeks. So you don't have to worry about your evaluation period ending. If it does end, if you're taking a different class that requires you to have VMware Workstation and you've had your evaluation period for too long, you can just enter a new license key that will be provided in the course that you're in, and it will extend that evaluation period. So this is VMware Workstation. We have it installed. We're not going to get into the specifics of anything right now. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to edit anything. It's just, here's the program. We're ready to go, and we can move on to lab 1. I hope that this video was in helping video for you, and it helped you through this process of installing VMware Workstation, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the class.